Hi, folks. I am meteorologist Tom Gravicka. We're taking a look at just about the setting sun here with the time change. Yes, that comes earlier. It gets darker earlier in the evening now. Pretty good view there from Alexandria Cam on Texas Street. We thank Sinlaw Broadcasting for that cam, and likewise, Sinlaw Broadcasting thanking you for the Gina cam. Once again, sunset looking to the west. A few clouds in the sky at both locations. Now let's go down out toward Leesville, where we're also seeing kind of the same sky over in that direction. And so we'll say partly cloudy skies for us. There is a little bit of rain, especially to the west of us. Right now, we don't see too much happening here in Sinlaw. We're seeing thunderstorms rolling through the Dallas-Fort Worth area right now. Been severe weather all up and down that part of the country. You can see watches and warnings are up for that area right now. And somewhat of that same type of pattern will kind of be working its way down into our area for the day tomorrow, but it will be weaker down this way as the system will be weakening as it heads in our direction. So I'll go an hour with you here in Sinlaw, where we're going to see very little coverage here for today. I had 30%, and I was kind of thinking that might be too low, but as you can see, that might be too high. That's where the weather fools you sometimes. But all in all, I think we will see the rain come back into the forecast for tomorrow. Satellite and radar showing the system most energy to the west of us, as you see right there. Next system coming on shore in the Pacific West. That will drop into the western United States and bring some weather changes there as well. Let's check things out on a more local scan. This is Futurecast, which is going to kind of walk you through the next couple of days. This is back into Tuesday morning around 7 a.m. Not much happening weather-wise, I think, at that time. That will be before the best rain chance starts. You can see some gathering off to the west of us. So, and once we work on through election day, we'll see off and on hit and miss bouts of showers and thunderstorms. It's not one of those situations where it's going to be a widespread lining. It's going to sweep through and everybody gets rain at the same time. It's going to be timing is different. And again, it will be hit and miss, but the cumulative effect will be that just about everybody gets some rain either Tuesday or Wednesday. And working into Wednesday morning, we see a low end rain chance there. And scattered showers continue into the day Wednesday, but I think a little less than what we see on election day. Let's check out the severe potential. There is a marginal risk, with that. This is a level 1. Cover all the Sinlaw, by the way. This is level 1 out of a 5. So the bar graph, you see that none of the bars are very high, so this is a pretty limited thing that we're dealing with. Looks like the overall threat will be wind and tornadoes will be the highest, and that's not high there. Tuesday and Tuesday night, we look for that to be the time where we can see that window of severe weather open. The threat level is marginal. That's a level 1 up to a category 5 there, and that, so again, fairly low. The scope and severity of this will be limited. Don't expect any enhanced events or anything like that. The wind probability is the highest. Now remember, these percentages, these are risk percentages within 25 miles of a point in Sinlaw. And so that means that point could be your house or your school or your workplace. So the wind, and that's a 60-mile-per-hour wind or higher, or some kind of damage that will be associated with that type of wind, an occurrence. So there's a 5% window there. 2% for tornadoes, and hail will be less than 2%. So wind and tornadoes, the top two threats out of this deal. The benefit, though, will be more welcome rain from many places in the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. So monitor your weather sources. Some warnings are possible for the day tomorrow, mainly, again, tomorrow during the day and into the evening hours. Now, here's a little part of the rainfall dimension for this. I kind of grouped it into one, say Tuesday, Wednesday, make it one event, although it will be the same system there. So I think everybody, once you get add up what happens Tuesday and Wednesday, everybody will see something. Everybody will get wet from this. So I broad stroked a 100%. Now, amounts will be common between 1/4 and 1.5 inches here in Sinlaw, but I do think a few peak amounts of 3 to 4 inches will happen, and that would be in very narrow corridors because this pattern does favor a little bit of training. Showers and thunderstorms repeating over the same area, moving in, moving away, and then moving back, redeveloping back upstream and coming back in to your area. So with that, I do think 3 to 4 inches will be possible, but I think the percentage of that happening would be very, very low. But it is a possibility because of the training effect that I'm expecting. All right, now into the tropics where we've got a tropical storm. This is Rafael down in the Caribbean. We've been watching this. I put out some longer range outlooks, and Nick has done the same thing there, kind of warning that this might happen. And so here it is, folks. Now a 45-mile-per-hour tropical storm. It will move across the western tip of Cuba as a Cat 2 strength. So some steady strengthening there. Conditions are pretty favorable for it to develop. It remains a hurricane as it moves into the central Gulf of Mexico and then weakens to a tropical storm. By that time, a 60-mile-per-hour storm, according to the National Hurricane Center. There'll be some interaction with non-tropical features back up here further to the west and north of the tropical storm there. Notice that this is getting precariously close to Louisiana, but the weakening trend should continue. Their forecast is only going out 5 days, but I can tell you that I think that once it continues to move to the west, to the west-northwest, it will continue to weaken offshore off the Louisiana coast. But my 7-day forecast, just because of that proximity to a tropical cyclone, does reflect some rain chances for us from that. So going into the 7-day numbers, 80% for showers and thunderstorms on election day, outline that, and then a 60% on Wednesday. So you kind of add that up, do the math, do the statistics, and you get 100% coverage there. So that's where that graphic came from that I had. So it'll be a little front to come into the area and just kind of stall out on Wednesday, and that's the reason why we could see the training during this situation. Rain chances go down Thursday with a little front coming through. We'll start watching the Gulf of Mexico in that time frame, and for the remainder of the time into the weekend, as you saw with that system not far off the Louisiana coast. I'll start increasing rain chances again in the Friday and Saturday time frame there, out of respect for the closeness of that tropical system. And then by Sunday and Monday, Veterans Day, we'll salute our veterans. Rain chances will be on the decline. And so far, yeah, it's a little cooler Sunday and Monday morning, but still not the cold air that some folks are saying that they would like. They like that real gumbo weather. And of course, we're getting up into the time, middle of November is the average time for a first freeze here in Cenla, but we don't see any cold air over the next week. So that's your 7-day forecast, and Nick Mikios will have a update for you in the morning, and I'll see you tomorrow evening, pretty close to this time, with my update for the evening as well. Take care, and we hope you have just a terrific Tuesday.